Well, with 12 games left in the regular season, the Wisconsin Badgers are 10-10-3. They're 4-6-2 in the Big Ten, currently in a fourth-place tie with Minnesota. Some big games coming up, including this weekend at home against Michigan State. I'm Brian Posick, the radio voice of Wisconsin hockey, and head coach Tony Granato joins me next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hey, you been sale shopping, Jerry?
Yeah, starting the year off right. Saved hundreds. How about you?
Yeah, getting a fresh start myself.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You're into that kind of thing.
Visit your GMC dealer and get something you really want. Upgrade this season with $9,000 total value on a specially equipped, brand new 2018 GMC Sierra SLT Crew Cab model when you finance through GM Financial. We are professional grade. GMC.
Well, Tony, the second half of the season started last weekend against Penn State, a loss and then a shootout loss. You get 1 of 6 points on the road, but encouraged with the way your team played on Saturday in particular, and hopefully that carries over this weekend against Michigan State.
Yeah, I agree. I loved the battle level that we showed in the game on Saturday. Fell behind 3-1. We had a couple penalties that, we took late in the game. We also thought we should have got some power plays that we didn't get, but we stayed with it and scored 2 late goals to tie that game up to get, to send us to overtime. So I loved our battle at complete level. Friday night was a little bit disappointing. I think when you come off of a 4-week break, you're never sure how your team's going to come out and play. And they played a fast game against us, and we never were able to get into a rhythm to slow them down. And, fortunately for us on Saturday, I thought our response was outstanding. So we just got to be better. Let's face it, we're halfway through the year now. We're still struggling around that 500 mark. We're a better team than that, but you're not a better team than that unless you play like it. And we haven't played consistent enough to deserve that yet.
Yeah, consistently over the weekend, Kyle Hayton played well in goals. 17 saves on all 17 shots he faced in relief on Friday, and then stopped 35 again on Saturday. It'd be nice to see him get in a groove, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I really thought he looked really comfortable in that all weekend, and that's been a positive thing. I think the first half of the year for him, and I think what we thought he was going to give us was a little bit more inconsistent than he was happy with, and that we thought was going to happen. So I think this second half was really big for him. I think the 4-week break for him was a great time to reset, to get his mental part of the game straightened out, and he came back and really looked solid in there, and hopefully it'll be the same the rest of the way.
Yeah, and the freshmen over the weekend had 3 of the Badgers' 4 goals, scored 8 points in all. Your young kids continue to contribute, don't they?
They've been great. They have been since day one, and I think the second half of the year for freshmen, they go home, they get a little break, they can kind of reflect on what happened, the first half, recharge your battery, because as a young player and as an undersized player, most of the freshmen come in, they're a little bit lighter, and they're playing against bigger guys for the first time in their career. They wear down fast. So that 4-week break for them gives them a chance to recharge their batteries, and they did play really solid for us over the weekend, and they've been great all year. The 3 defensemen, you can't say enough about it with Ashton Kalnick and Inamoto. They compete, they're consistent for young players, and the forward guys, all 4 forwards, have contributed as well. So it's been real promising.
Yeah. As the Badgers went to Penn State, Tony Granato, everybody didn't think that Trent Frederic would make the trip from Buffalo after the World Junior Championship to play, but he did. He drove to State College and was in the lineup on Saturday. Let's take 2 minutes with Trent Frederic. Well, Trent, you got a chance to represent the United States at the World Junior Championship in Buffalo. I know you wanted to be there last year, and it didn't work out, but you got your chance, and boy, you closed with a bang. 4 goals in the bronze medal game as it beat the Czech Republic. You got a medal. What was that experience like in Buffalo for you?
Yeah, it was really cool. Obviously, going in, my goal was just to make the team, and once I did that, it was to win a gold medal. But went out with a bronze, and anytime you get a medal, it's pretty cool.
You didn't play top line like at Wisconsin. You'll play the top line, top 2 lines, or what have you. You were a 4th liner for Team USA and head coach Bob Motzko. A lot of players can't handle that. You know, they might view it as a demotion. How did you handle it?
Yeah, I mean, it just took everything, everything for, shift by shift. Whenever he told me to go out there, I tried to do the best I can. It's kind of, out of my control. I played what he told me to. I did whatever he told me to. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone on our team was really good. I think at one point I was playing with a kid who went 11th overall, but in the NHL this year, and the kid who went 25th or something like that overall. So, I mean, it's pretty good.
Bob Motzko said afterwards that he would take you any day of the week. When you hear a compliment like that, how do you react to something like that?
Yeah, it's obviously very nice of him to say that, and I'd say the same thing back to him. He was a great coach the time I had been, and learned a lot. Yeah, it's a very nice compliment to have from a coach.
So after the World Juniors concluded on Friday, you and your parents went from Buffalo to State College, PA. You drove, right?
Yeah, it was really nice. My parents, they sacrificed a little bit there to drive me to Penn State. It was like a 4.5 drive, but it's a pretty boring drive. It was snowy, and the top we hit was probably 40 miles per hour. So, but it was good to spend time with family, and it was an easy drive.
Do you want to know how to avoid the return line this year? Just ask for gifts you won't want to return. Well, I'm not going to need this receipt.
Ring in the new year at your Buick dealer. Experience the new Buick and get 18% below MSRP on almost every remaining 2017 ENVISION model. That's over $7,500 on this Buick ENVISION Essence.
Most people don't know that UW Health and the University of Wisconsin are national leaders in the field of kidney transplant. They provide new life for those who will likely die without a transplant, and they assure a normal life for those who donate. I would know. I donated a kidney, and together, we saved a life.
UW Health. Remarkable.
The U.S. coach Bob Motzko said he'd take Trent Frederic any day of the week. It's great to score a lot of goals, but he represented the country as well as he could in Buffalo at the World Junior Championship, earned a bronze medal. But then for him and his parents to drive from Buffalo to State College to get to Penn State for your series finale against the Nittany Lions, I think that says quite a bit about that young man, doesn't it?
It sure does. And I had told him before he left, I said, hey, don't count on playing the Saturday night game in Penn State. He said, no, Coach, we'll see how it goes, whatever. And of course, they play Thursday, Friday night. And of course, as soon as the game's over, he texts me, I'm on my way, I'm coming, I'll be in the lineup tomorrow. So when he did get to Penn State on Saturday afternoon, we had a discussion. He convinced me on the fact that he hadn't played a ton of minutes, that there were 2 afternoon games, both Thursday and Friday, and that he had a full tank of gas and he was ready to go. So we needed him. I mean, he made a big impact on the game. He gave us big minutes down the middle, did a great job on the penalty kill. It was just great to have in our locker room, and that's what you want. And Motzko said it, I'll tell you again the same thing. I have to take 20 Trent Frederic. He's got great character, great work ethic, great kid, and we're lucky to have him, and looking forward to him having a big second half as well.
Oh, to be 19 again, though. That would be nice.
He's young.
He is, yes, he is. Wisconsin's got Michigan State this weekend. You split with them in East Lansing back in November. They've got one powerful line you really got to keep your eye on, don't you?
Absolutely, and they're a team that's kind of in the rebuilding process. Danton Cole's first year there. They're going to come in here and play hard. They're looking for a spark for their season, and they're looking to build on something. So we'll have to be ready. They're going to come in here. They're going to grind. They're going to play a physical game. They'll probably be real aggressive on their forecheck and trying to finish checks. So it'll be a good test for us. And again, let's face it, we're at a point in our season that if we don't get things going, we're going to put ourselves in a really big hole. If we can get a home ice advantage in the playoffs, that's what we're shooting for now. There's still lots of time left in the Big Ten. You win a couple games this weekend, it puts us right back in the middle of the pack, and sets us up for hopefully a strong half.
Thanks for your time. Have a good week.
Thank
you.
you.
That's Badgers head coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin and Michigan State Friday and Saturday night. We'd love to see you at the Kohl Center. Both games start at 7 o'clock. Both games on the Badgers Sports Network. Saturday's game is on Fox Sports Wisconsin. For Tony Granato, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.